God says, she has raised her hands against your name with dark intentions, and her ritual that was set against your picture is about to reach its last moment. But because you have opened your heart to my voice in this very moment, everything that was meant to harm you is already losing its power, and I am moving through the unseen places to cancel it before it can ever touch your life. As you read these words, comment Amen now to seal your faith in me and declare that my light surrounds you completely. My child, this is not a time to fear, but a time to rise in the awareness that heaven has already stood up on your behalf, and my angels are surrounding you in circles of unbreakable fire. This is why you cannot afford to close your heart. You must hold on, because the very force that was raised to destroy you is now being reversed, and the same hands that lifted darkness are already trembling because my name is being spoken over you with power and authority. In this very hour I am commanding my servant Michael to stand in front of you like a wall of pure light, and he will not allow anything of the night to cross the line that has been drawn around you by my covenant of mercy and my covering of grace. Before you read another line, like this video as an act of faith, and let it be a testimony that you have chosen my protection over every form of darkness. You are chosen to walk under my wings, and no whisper of sorcery or spell can hold you, because my blood speaks louder than any incantation, and my word travels further than any curse can travel. I see the tears you have cried in secret. I see the weight you have carried in your chest. And I am telling you now that you are not alone in this fight, because heaven has already risen to fight for you and to tear down the altar that was built in secret places with your name written upon it. My power is not delayed and my hand is not weak. Even as you breathe in this moment, the ritual is being dismantled, the strings of darkness are being cut, and every image of you that was taken into a place of shadows is being flooded with my light until it disintegrates and disappears. Hold this word tightly, my beloved, because when my voice speaks it does not return empty, and when my light shines the darkness cannot stand. There is a river flowing from my throne, a living stream of fire and life, and it is moving right now into the very place where your photograph was laid down with dark oils and powders, and it is consuming every trace of that work until nothing is left but ashes that cannot speak. The enemy planned to finish you in these final moments, but I have stepped in before the end. I have cut the clock short, and I have declared that no weapon formed against you will succeed, because my promise to you is not built on shifting sand, but on the rock of my eternal word. Comment 1111 now to stand in agreement with the breakthrough that is happening, unseen but unstoppable. This is not imagination but my intervention, and while others may doubt, you will see with your own eyes how I turn what was meant for your harm into a testimony of my protection. You are standing in a space between what was meant to happen and what I am doing instead, and in this space I am giving you new strength, new courage, and a new awareness of my presence, so you can stand without trembling even when the storm is loud. My angels are not silent, they are roaring over you with songs of deliverance, and their wings are forming a shelter that cannot be pierced by any dart of the enemy. The altar that held your image is shaking, the ground beneath it is splitting, and the power that was feeding it is draining away because my light is swallowing the darkness, and Michael's sword is cutting through every tie that held your name in chains. In this moment, your soul is being lifted higher, your atmosphere is being cleansed, and your life is being marked again with my seal of ownership and protection. You are not only protected, you are being elevated. While the enemy was busy working in secret, I was busy preparing a public blessing for you that will show everyone who doubted you that I am God and I keep my children safe. Even now, I am releasing angels into every area of your home, your family, your mind, your future, and they are carrying the fragrance of heaven to drive out every residue of fear, confusion, or oppression. Comment 222 now to claim this cleansing as your own, and let the echo of your faith rise into my courts, where it will be answered with greater strength. I am calling you to stay close to my word, to fill your mouth with praise, and to keep your heart open to the gentle voice that guides you away from hidden traps and into wide-open spaces of peace. The ritual that was raised against you is ending, but the story I am writing for you is only beginning, a story of redemption, of unexpected favor, of miracles that will overtake you like dawn overtakes the night. I am breathing new life into your plans, new courage into your steps, and new clarity into your mind, so you will not only survive this attack, but thrive beyond it. I am lifting the burden from your shoulders, pouring oil over your head, and clothing you in garments of light that cannot be stained by the hands of darkness. In the hours to come, you will sense my nearness in ways you have never felt before, like a warm hand over your heart, like a whisper in the stillness, like a calm that rises in the middle of noise. And that will be my sign to you that what was spoken here has taken root and is unfolding. Nothing about your life is random. You were chosen before the foundation of the world. Your name is engraved on my palms, and no ritual can erase what I have written. The night is breaking, the chains are falling, and the light of my presence is filling every shadow with hope, comfort, and strength that cannot be explained, but only experienced. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams, luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. Stay with me in this moment. Keep reading, keep receiving, because as you draw near, you are stepping deeper into the protection that has already been placed around you like a fortress of living fire. I am sealing you now with my peace, surrounding you with my angels, and flooding you with my love that drives out all fear, because you are mine, and no one can pluck you from my hand. The enemy was counting down 2 minutes of ritual power, but I am stepping into this final second with a wave of glory that is swallowing the fire that was lit against you. Before you move further, comment 333 now to declare your faith in what I am doing, even when you cannot see it. My child, I see everything that was whispered against you. I have seen every thread of envy, every drop of jealousy, and I have heard every secret vow made to pull you down in silence, but none of it will succeed because my light has entered and darkness must now retreat. You were marked by me before you were ever targeted by others, and the seal I have placed on your destiny is more powerful than any chant or curse sent to delay your steps. I am not only canceling the ritual, I am collapsing the foundation it stood on, so it will never rise again. Your photo, your name, your face, whatever was used to create harm, is now covered in my holy fire, and it is dissolving even as this word meets your heart. I am rebuilding your spiritual walls higher, stronger, and with fire that burns 24 hours without sleep. Nothing they planned can cross over into your future, and nothing spoken against you will take root again. The power of the one who tried to curse you is breaking, and the shame they wanted you to carry will now become theirs. You have cried in private about things you couldn't explain. You felt a pressure, a heaviness, an unexplainable fear, as if something was trying to shadow your joy, but now I speak to you and say, that shadow is being removed. I am shining my light into every corner of your life and commanding every spirit of confusion and delay to leave. I am standing with my arms open, and I am covering you in a presence that no ritual can touch. I am restoring your spiritual peace, your emotional balance, and your clarity of mind, because this is your time to rise up again. Your feet will not slip, your steps will not stagger, because I am the one holding your hand. Even the people who stood in agreement with her, the ones who nodded and smiled while carrying silent hatred in their hearts, I have seen them, and I am dealing with them one by one. Not with the same darkness they used, but with the justice of my light, because I do not allow harm to stand unchallenged when it touches my chosen ones. My child, you are deeply loved. You are protected even when you don't feel strong, and your prayers, even the weak ones, have reached me like the sound of a child crying in the night, and I rushed in. Heaven moves when you whisper my name in faith, even when you feel unsure. That is why I am moving for you now. Comment 555 now to declare that heaven is covering you with a blanket of fire and peace. This is the kind of covering no evil eye can penetrate, no spoken curse can undo, and no ritual can pass through. The altar of the enemy is broken, and from its ashes I am building a new altar for your testimony, for your deliverance, and for the peace you will carry forward from this moment. You will soon see that the atmosphere around you is shifting. The delays are ending. The confusion is lifting. The doors that were once stuck will open easily now, not because the world changed, but because your alignment with me has placed you under divine favor. You will rest without fear, you will rise without anxiety, you will laugh again without feeling like something bad is waiting around the corner. I am pushing away the fog that tried to surround you, and I am showing you again who you are through my eyes, precious, strong, protected, and undefeated. The curse is broken, and the cycle of fear is ending today. I have released angels to guard the four corners of your life and to stand over your name in the spirit realm so that no false power can reach you. The one who tried to finish you with sorcery will be the one who watches you walk into your blessing untouched. She wanted your joy to wither, but I am restoring it tenfold. She wanted your spirit to be silenced, but I am raising your voice with boldness and victory. I will not let her spell win, because I have written your name on the palm of my hand, and no one, not even the strongest witch, can erase what I have sealed. You are mine, and my children do not walk in fear. Comment 1212 now to affirm that you walk with the fire of the Holy Spirit and not the fear of men or rituals. The altar has crumbled, the spell has failed, the photo has burned in holy fire, and the curse has been turned back 7 times. Let this be the day you remember that I am not just God of peace, I am the God of war when it comes to protecting my own. I have waged this battle for you while you slept. I have covered you while you doubted. I have protected you when you didn't even know what was working against you. Could this hidden CIA brain ritual be the real reason people are suddenly rich? A secret CIA discovery has just leaked, revealing a brain hack that's pulling wealth into people's lives effortlessly. It only takes 7 seconds, it's done at home, and it's backed by 4 neuroscience labs. Debt is vanishing, luxury is becoming normal. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Now I am lifting you up. You will be surrounded with new favor. People who once looked down on you will begin to feel something they can't explain. When they see you, it will be my light. You will walk into rooms and bring clarity where there was confusion. You will make decisions with confidence because you are guided by my voice. And you will never again feel helpless against invisible attacks, because now you know that I fight for you, speak for you, and walk beside you. You are no longer vulnerable. You are divinely covered. And what tried to end you has only marked the beginning of your greatest elevation. My hand is not only undoing the work done in darkness, it is restoring what the enemy tried to destroy. Comment 777 now, if you can feel my spirit moving around you, cleansing your home, your spirit, your mind, and your future. My child, the chains of spiritual warfare that you could never name are being broken quietly but powerfully, because my presence has entered the room, and no dark spirit can remain where my name is lifted. There has been a secret plot to delay your joy and cloud your destiny, and the one who smiled at you while speaking your name in her rituals thought you would never know, but I knew, and I waited for the right moment to cancel every effect with one move of my hand. This is that moment. The reason you feel the shift in your spirit, the strange heaviness lifting from your chest, is because I am removing the spiritual toxins that were released through those evil acts. The smoke of those rituals can no longer cling to you because I have poured the blood of my Son over your life. And now there is nothing the enemy can use against you that will ever succeed again. She thought your image could become a door to your destruction, but I have closed every door she tried to open in the spirit. Her ritual depended on fear, on delay, on confusion, and I have sent my angels to scatter every energy she summoned. That incense has turned cold, that mirror has cracked, and her chant has lost its sound, because I am louder, I am greater, I am present, and when I stand in the room, no other voice can speak. What she built with her own hands is now falling upon her, and the cords she used to tie you are wrapping around her plans. The spirit she tried to call will not obey her anymore, because heaven has silenced it with the roar of my glory. I am releasing joy over you like a sudden wind. Joy not connected to circumstances, not tied to people, but anchored in the knowing that you are safe. You are safe now. No mirror, no doll, no candle lit in the shadows can touch you. You are surrounded. You are wrapped in the fire of heaven. You are not alone in your house tonight. My angels are walking your halls. My spirit is hovering over your bed. My hand is on your shoulder. You will sleep without fear and wake up with clarity, because the fog has lifted and the light has won. Comment 1010 now to claim this clarity as your own, to declare that confusion and delay are no longer part of your story. The spirit of heaviness that tried to rest on you like a silent shadow is now being lifted, and in its place, I am giving you strength that feels like warmth in your chest and calm in your mind. This will be a new chapter marked by peace. You will no longer second-guess your path or live in fear of sabotage, because I have torn up the script the enemy tried to write over your life. You are stepping into divine direction. You will move and doors will open not because of who you know, but because I am going before you. I will lead you to the right people, the right places, the right timing. There will be no more accidental delays. I have removed the hand that was secretly blocking your favor, and I have placed my own hand on the pen of your future. What I write, no one can undo. What I declare no enemy can erase, and what I bless no curse can compete with. The one who called your name in darkness thought she had power, but she didn't know who you belonged to. I have spoken your name louder in heaven than she ever could in her rituals. You were never out of my sight. Even when the attacks increased, I was building protection all around you like layers of light stacked over your soul. She cannot see you anymore because I have hidden you in a place that darkness cannot access. I have covered your face in the spirit and blinded the eyes that once tried to spy on your peace. This is not just survival. This is the beginning of restoration. You will notice little things: how your thoughts feel clearer, how your energy feels stronger, how your sleep becomes deeper. These are signs that the chains are gone. You were not weak, my child. You were under attack, and now that the attack is broken, your strength will return like the rising Sunday. What was taken will return with increase. What was delayed will now flow easily. What was hidden from you will be revealed. Why is this 7-second brain ritual suddenly going viral? Leaked CIA files have exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the floodgates to wealth. Verified by 4 top labs, this ritual is turning financial pain into prosperity fast. From massive bills to luxury trips, it's changing lives. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Comment 999 now to declare that this is your moment of restoration and that no weapon seen or unseen will ever rule over your life again. I am blessing you in silence while others watch in confusion. They won't understand how you recovered so fast, how you shine so bright, how you rise so freely, but you will know. It was me. It was always me. The one who never left, never forgot, and never gave up on you, even when the battle felt unbearable. I will never leave you. I will always stand by your side. And now that the spell is broken, your spirit is being wrapped in a peace that no one will ever steal again. You need to understand something very sacred now, my child. The power behind her ritual has completely failed, and every dark spirit that was summoned against you has been bound and sent into eternal silence. Comment 15 to affirm that no curse will ever settle in your life again. I have stepped between you and the darkness with a sword drawn and a shield raised, and I will not let one drop of her evil touch your soul. That ritual she tried to finish in 2 minutes, it was built on lies, on manipulation, on borrowed demonic authority, but none of that can stand when I have spoken. She may have held your photograph in her hands, but I held your entire spirit in mine. And where she tried to bring torment, I have released peace. Where she tried to plant confusion, I have planted wisdom. Where she tried to cause collapse, I have strengthened your foundation. My voice shattered her incantations like glass hitting stone. You were never unprotected. You were never outnumbered. And now that ritual has ended with no power left to complete its wicked assignment. You're going to feel lighter. The dreams that were troubled will shift. The atmosphere around your body and your home is changing. What once felt thick with fear and anxiety will now feel calm, clear, and spiritually breathable. I am doing more than removing what was placed. I am replacing it with blessings that cannot be reversed. This is a full reversal and restoration. You are not just delivered, you are being positioned for favor. The ones who gathered to bring you down will be scattered, and the path that once seemed blocked by strange delays will now unfold with divine alignment. I want you to know that your obedience to listen when I called out to you, even when you didn't fully understand, has activated a miracle that will echo through every part of your life. That click, that moment you opened your heart, opened your spirit, It was enough for heaven to move. You didn't miss your chance. You didn't come too late. You came at the exact second my angels were ready to step in and dismantle what the enemy had prepared. Now, I am assigning you angelic covering that will never leave your side. The presence of Archangel Michael is surrounding you, and his sword has already been swung through the cords of darkness. Comment 1717 now to come into full agreement with the angels standing guard over you this very moment. You may not see them with your eyes, but your spirit knows they are there. You can feel it in the sudden calm rising in your chest, in the gentle way your breath has softened, in the subtle lifting of pressure you've carried for far too long. That's not your imagination. That's my deliverance. The spell is over, the ritual is finished, and your name is being spoken in heaven, not for judgment, but for honor. I am calling peace into your relationships now. The tension you couldn't explain between you and others wasn't always natural. It was fed by that spiritual interference. But now I am bringing reconciliation to the areas that can be healed and removal of what was never meant to remain. I am cutting away the attachments that were keeping you stuck in cycles, and I am replanting you in soil that will produce lasting fruit. This is the pruning, the repositioning, the divine reset that you didn't see coming but so desperately needed. And it all began the moment I stopped that ritual from reaching its full power. You will notice how things begin to make sense again, how clarity returns to your decisions, how heaviness begins to fade without you even trying. Because this isn't you trying harder, this is my spirit lifting you, healing you, realigning you. I am building a wall of favor around you that no hand of witchcraft can ever cross again. That same photo of yours that she used as a gateway to attack you has now become the very reason I am pouring protection over every part of your identity. She meant to defile your name. I've decided to honor it instead. The days ahead will not look like the days behind. I'm opening new ways for you, new conversations, new appointments, new opportunities that were hidden until now. Not because you forced it, but because your spirit is now cleared of what was secretly working against it. You are finally free to receive the full measure of what I wanted to give you all along. Comment, Amen, now if you believe that I am rewriting your story in front of every enemy who once thought you were defeated. You are not just escaping something dark, you are entering into something holy. And the more you walk with me, the more you will see that no ritual, no curse, no secret attack could ever stop the light I placed in you. You were born to overcome. You were chosen before she ever planned your fall. You are covered now, fully and forever, under my voice, my blood, and my name. Walk forward knowing this. What she meant to destroy you has become the very reason I am blessing you more than ever before. You are rising. You are protected. You are mine. Is it time you unlock the same CIA secret brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak has revealed a powerful 7-second technique developed under CIA-funded research and backed by neuroscience. It's helping people magnetize wealth like never before, from debt to luxury faster than anyone believed. But this miracle won't stay public for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. The altar she raised was nothing but a counterfeit attempt to control what I have already ordained, and now that her 2-minute ritual has failed, I am not just canceling it, I am reversing it with the kind of power that echoes through eternity. She spoke against you in secret, but I have declared your name in my courts with favor, protection, and divine authority. Comment 1717 to align your heart with my will, and let the atmosphere around you be filled with this declaration of victory. I saw when she lit that candle and whispered lies over your name. I saw when she placed your image down, hoping it would become a doorway for torment. But before she could even finish her final word, I had already released Archangel Michael into the space where her ritual stood. And with one strike of his sword, every demonic agreement was cut, every binding cord was broken, every evil spirit that was waiting for her final chant scattered in fear. What she hoped would curse you has now become the reason I'm releasing double protection over your life. My child, what was sent to steal your peace has now made way for your elevation. That heaviness you felt wasn't your imagination. The sudden fears, the strange obstacles, the moments where nothing made sense, those weren't coincidences. They were signs of spiritual interference. But now, that spirit of confusion has been silenced. That spirit of fear has been chained, and that spirit of delay has been driven out. My presence has entered like a flood, and everything the enemy planted is being uprooted one by one. I am cleansing the roots, healing the branches, and bringing light back into the places that were dimmed. The darkness has no more authority here. You are going to feel a strange kind of peace, not loud, not dramatic, but deep, like the soft stillness after a storm. That is my signature. That is how I mark the end of warfare and the beginning of peace. I am sending angels into every space where your name was twisted. I am restoring your spiritual reputation in realms you don't even know existed. What was broken is being mended, what was poisoned is being purified, and what was delayed is now being released. Comment 1010 now. If you receive the peace I am pouring into your life, let this be your response to the restoration that has already begun. From this moment forward, you are not walking under the shadow of her curse, but under the covering of my wings. You are not moving through fog, but walking in divine clarity. You are not afraid of what's next, because I have gone ahead of you and made crooked places straight. You will walk into places and people will sense something different about you. Not because of your clothes, not because of your words, but because of the light I've wrapped around you. That light will disturb the darkness in others, and some will try to test your peace, but they will not succeed. I will fight for you without you lifting your voice. I will speak for you in rooms where your name is mentioned. I will answer for you in ways that silence every lie. I am also restoring what her actions cost you. Whether it was time, energy, confidence, or opportunities, I am restoring it all. And I am doing it in such a way that it will be obvious that only I could have done it. People who once doubted you will be surprised by your peace. They will not understand how you survived, how you stayed steady, how you kept going, but you will know. It was me. It was always me. I never left you, not even for 1 second. I am giving you new spiritual eyes now. You will notice things more clearly. You will feel when something is off. You will hear when my voice is speaking, even softly. I am drawing you closer, not to scare you, but to protect you. I want you so close to me that nothing can come between us again. The enemy tried, but now I am reinforcing every boundary around your life. Comment 1111 now if you are ready to walk in this new sensitivity to my spirit. This sensitivity will keep you safe. It will help you recognize who is truly for you and who isn't. It will protect your heart from future attacks, and it will guide you into places of rest, purpose, and divine timing. There is no need to fear what she might try next. Her access has been revoked. Her power has been broken. Her plans have collapsed. She is left with confusion because what once worked for her no longer responds. I have blocked the line. I have shut the door. I have rerouted your path so that even if she tries to reach for you again, she will find nothing but my wall of fire. From this day forward, you are no longer the target. You are the testimony. And your life will begin to reflect the glory that comes after the war. You will smile without pressure behind it. You will breathe without heaviness. You will rest without nightmares. You will move freely, because I have declared it so, because you are mine, because you are covered, because heaven has surrounded you like a fortress, and no ritual, no weapon, no curse will ever come near you again. That photo she used, the one she believed gave her access to your soul, is now under the covering of my presence, and it has lost its power to be used ever again. Comment 222. Now, if you trust that my protection surrounds everything connected to you, even what you cannot see. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. What she didn't know was that by targeting you, she touched someone who was set apart before she ever picked up that candle. She didn't just try to curse a person, she came against my child, my anointed, my chosen one. And I do not sit still when my children are threatened. I do not sleep. I do not blink. I move with power, with precision, and with justice. The ritual she raised was cut short, not by accident, but by divine interruption. You may not have felt it in the moment, but my angels were already surrounding her space, dismantling every object, silencing every chant, and returning every spirit she called to its place of judgment. You are not living under the shadow of her intentions anymore. The door has closed. I have sealed the entry point, and now I am preparing to release into your life something far greater than peace purpose. That attack came because you were on the edge of something big, something blessed, something sacred. She tried to intercept it, but she failed. Not only will she see your survival, she will witness your rise. The same voice she tried to silence will speak with confidence. The same hands she tried to bind will now carry blessings. And the same heart she hoped would break will now overflow with strength and gratitude. You have endured quietly for a long time. You have smiled while carrying burdens nobody knew you were holding. But now the war is over, and I am giving you beauty for ashes, gladness instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of the spirit of heaviness. What was used against you has now become the reason I am releasing a harvest of protection, favor, and supernatural clarity into your life. The veil has been torn, the lies have been exposed, and the atmosphere that was once thick with fear is now clean, light, and filled with the fragrance of my peace. Comment amen now to anchor your soul in what I have spoken, not what others have said. Not what the enemy tried to show you, but what I, your Father, have declared over you. Every step you take from here will be led by my Spirit. I am opening your ears to hear me clearly. I am opening your eyes to discern truth from deception, and I am making your spirit unshakable. You will not fall back into fear. You will not walk into the same traps. You will not tolerate the same kind of spiritual warfare ever again, because now you know who you are, you know whose you are, and you know what I've done for you. The peace you feel in this moment is not temporary, it is eternal. It is my signature, my confirmation, my promise that I have moved. No more guessing, no more wondering if things will change. They have already changed. You will wake up tomorrow different, not because life is perfect, but because you are finally free. I have lifted the spiritual fog that was distorting your vision, and now you will begin to see people clearly, hear my voice clearly, and follow my lead without delay or confusion. You are going to witness unexpected favor. Doors that were shut will suddenly swing open. Opportunities you forgot about will return. Relationships that carried secret jealousy will naturally fade. I am cleaning your environment, both spiritually and physically, to make room for what I'm about to pour into your life. What was sent to contaminate your joy has now become the reason I'm restoring your peace beyond measure. Comment 1212 now if you believe this is your moment to receive restoration and divine clarity. Don't hold back your faith. Let your agreement with me rise above every whisper of fear. Let your hope speak louder than your doubt. Because I am still the God of rescue, the God of recompense, the God of reversal. And you are walking directly into the season where everything the enemy tried to steal will return multiplied. This wasn't just about you being protected, it was about you being prepared. What you've survived has built a strength in you that cannot be shaken. The enemy tried to take you out because of what's coming next. But I didn't allow it, because what I placed in you is too valuable. Your purpose is too real. Your voice is too needed. And your future is too important. So walk forward. Don't look back at what she did. It's over. Don't worry about who else was involved. I've already judged the situation. Don't stress over how it happened. I have erased the damage. Just move with me now. Move in peace, move in power, move in purpose. Because I am with you, I am ahead of you, and I will not let your foot slip ever again. You are protected, you are chosen, you are mine, and nothing formed against you will ever prosper again. Her ritual didn't end the way she wanted. It didn't finish with victory. It ended in confusion, collapse, and silence, because I stepped into the final second and dismantled everything she raised against you. Comment 1313 now to confirm in your heart that every spiritual assignment against you has been destroyed by my presence. What was meant to open a door of destruction has now become the reason I've poured out an overflow of divine protection around your entire life. I saw how she studied you, not to learn from your light, but to find a way to darken it. I saw how she laughed with you, all while planning your downfall in secret. I watched the moment she traced your name in ash and tried to invite spirits to touch what I've already declared untouchable. But she made one mistake. She underestimated who you belonged to. She thought your silence meant weakness. She thought your isolation meant defeat. But I was there, always there, watching, waiting, and preparing to respond with justice. Why is the government hiding this 7-second brain ritual from the public? A leaked CIA document just exposed a brain technique so powerful it's helping people cancel debt and call in wealth within days. Validated by 4 top neuroscience labs, this method is changing everything. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. The spell she sent didn't find an open door because I closed every entry before it reached you. Her chants didn't echo in the spirit because my angels drowned them out with songs of warfare. The incense she lit rose into emptiness because heaven rejected it. And the curse she crafted with her own breath returned to her with a weight 7 times heavier than when it left her mouth. You were never vulnerable. You were hidden in me, even when you felt afraid, even when you sensed something wasn't right. I was already blocking what could have broken you. The fire of her ritual did not touch your future. Instead, I turned it into a testimony. The very tools she used, words, elements, shadows. I have stripped them of their power and declared over your life that only my will shall come to pass. The place where your name was once burned in rebellion has now been cleansed by my holy flame. Nothing she set in motion will ever work again, not against you, not against your family, not against anything connected to your destiny. Comment 1414 now to step into full agreement with the reversal that has taken place in the heavenly realm. My child, I want you to understand that this battle was not simply about protection, it was about preparation. While she was focused on ending your peace, I was focused on strengthening your purpose. While she plotted in silence, I trained your spirit to recognize when darkness speaks. And now that the veil has been torn, you are entering a season of clarity unlike anything you've ever known before. You will walk into rooms and sense what is real and what is hidden. You will hear words and feel their spirit. You will trust your discernment, not because it's yours alone, but because it has been sharpened by my spirit. I am turning every attack into awareness, every betrayal into wisdom, and every delay into divine redirection. You're not just safe now, you're stronger, wiser, and covered by a level of glory that cannot be touched by any human ritual. There are things you've been praying for: healing, favor, open doors that seem to stay just out of reach. That wasn't because I was withholding them. It was because the atmosphere around you was contaminated by what she released. But now, that contamination has been removed. The spiritual dust has been cleared, the fog has lifted, and everything I intended for you is finally free to find you. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to strive. It will come to you in peace, in timing, and in grace. Comment 999 now to declare that this is your moment of divine realignment. Your feet are on solid ground. Your mind is no longer clouded. Your name is no longer dragged into darkness. I am placing honor where they tried to place shame. I am building celebration where they hoped for sorrow. And I am shining my light so brightly around you that even those who doubted you will have no choice but to say, surely the hand of God is upon them. You will see me move in ways that will restore what was lost in silence. Relationships will heal, but only the ones I have ordained. People will return, but only those who come with truth. Finances will shift. Rest will return. Peace will settle in your home like sunlight, resting through a quiet window. These are the signs of a life touched by heaven. You won't have to explain it. You'll just live it, and others will see it. My presence will become your atmosphere. From this point on, your days of spiritual warfare being hidden and unnoticed are over. I am revealing to you what you need to see when you need to see it. No more walking into traps. No more trusting faces that hide intentions. No more second-guessing your peace. You have passed through the fire, and you have come out refined. You have endured the darkness, and now you will walk in light. Let every sound of her ritual be erased. Let every word she spoke fall to the ground. Let every object she touched with your image lose all its strength. You are not her target anymore. You are my vessel, and I do not allow my vessels to be mishandled. I honor what belongs to me. I protect what bears my seal, and you, my beloved, are covered, healed, and ready for the greatest outpouring you've ever known. You are mine, and you are safe forever. You were never in danger the way she hoped you'd be, because while her mouth was forming curses, my mouth was forming declarations of protection around you. Comment 1111 now to come into full agreement with the power of my words that have overridden every attempt to harm you. She believed that 2 minutes were enough to undo a life I've spent years preparing. She believed that if she could just chant loud enough, time her actions carefully or aim her energy precisely, she would succeed in causing spiritual collapse. But she forgot one truth: I am God, and I do not allow my children to be conquered by any force lesser than me. The moment she touched your image with intent to harm, my judgment stepped in. What she thought was hidden was already known. What she tried to carry in secrecy was already under divine review. There are no rituals, no oils, no symbols strong enough to bypass my will. I am the one who sets boundaries around my children, and those boundaries cannot be crossed by any hand, no matter how desperate or practiced in dark things. She opened a door that I immediately shut. And not only did I cancel the attack, I erased its residue. You will not carry its weight. You will not feel its remnants. I have purified every thread of your energy. I have washed every corner of your atmosphere. I have restored every place that was touched. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account overnight? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that's flipping lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth attraction brainwaves. People are now stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles. But this breakthrough won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. Your sleep will become deeper now, your thoughts clearer. That tightness in your chest that had no reason will loosen. That sudden fear that visited in moments of peace will dissolve. Because my spirit is now resting on you in a way that cannot be shaken. The room where your name was spoken in shadows has been entered by my angels, and everything unclean has been removed. The table they set has been overturned. The tools they used have turned cold. The flame they lit has been extinguished, and their voices have been silenced. Comment 333 now to declare that every spiritual invasion has ended, and your space is now completely filled with peace. You don't need to light a candle, speak a special word, or worry about repeating anything. My name alone has covered you. My name has defended you. My name has broken every hold. You will feel the difference not only around you, but within you. The clarity you've been missing is returning. The joy that felt distant is coming back. The confidence that was drained is being refilled. Even now, I am rebuilding your atmosphere with divine elements. I am placing comfort where you had confusion. I am replacing fear with fire. I am restoring laughter where tears once fell without reason. You are not only stepping into protection, you are stepping into renewal. This is your season of divine rebuilding, not because you asked for it, but because I chose to give it to you. I chose to bring you into a place of rest. I chose to expose what was done behind your back. I chose to cancel what you didn't even know was threatening your spirit.